Have you ever found yourself wondering, am I ovulating? Or maybe your periods comes every month, but you're just unsure when exactly you should start trying to have a baby. Or maybe you have tried using ovulation kits, but the results are so confusing. You are not alone. And this is one of the biggest questions women ask when trying to conceive, and getting it wrong can make you feel like you're just wasting your precious time. Hi there, welcome to today's episode, and I'm so excited you are here with me. If this is your first time here, my name is Catherine Chong. I'm the founder of Pristine Fertility and a certified fertility dietitian. Now, my goal is to help you to share with you evidence-based nutrition and fertility insights to help you to improve your chances of pregnancy. So make sure you subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode. Now, today we are breaking it down. How do you know if you're actually ovulating? What signs to look for? What tools can possibly help? And how to avoid the common mistakes. Now, first up, what is ovulation? So ovulation is the release of a matured egg from one of your ovaries. Typically, one egg is released per period cycle and is about 12 to 16 days before your next period comes. And this egg release is a crucial step to support pregnancy, as it creates a short window in which pregnancy can occur. But here's the important part. Even if your period seems regular, it doesn't always mean you are ovulating consistently on the same day every cycle. You see, ovulation can be disrupted by factors such as stress level, or whether you have a condition called polycystic ovarian syndrome, also known as PCOS, thyroid hormone imbalances, any weight changes, or other hormonal issues. Now, in fact, anovulatory cycles where no egg is released can happen, even your cycle or period perfectly looking normal, making it so hard to detect without properly learning how to track some signs. And once an egg is released, it can only be fertilized to up to about 24 hours. Now you see, however though, sperm can survive in female reproductive tract for up to 5 days. So that means you need to find out what is your most fertile window period, usually spans for about 5 days before the ovulation day, right? Because you don't want to wait until you're ovulating, then only you get the action going. So the goal here isn't just to know if you're ovulate, but is actually learning when. So timing intercourse during your fertile window period, especially the 1 or 2 days before ovulation, can significantly increase your chances of a successful pregnancy.
Trying to get pregnant but nothing is working? You might be making one of these 3 common mistakes and even not knowing it. Number 1, cutting out too many foods. Your body needs fuel to grow healthy eggs, not a restrictive diet. Number 2, you might be only taking a basic preconceptions multivitamin. Sometimes that's not enough. You may need extra support to help to recharge your egg health as well as your egg quality. Number 3, not realizing everyday products can mess with your hormones, such as plastic or even the makeup and facial products that you use that can also affect your egg quality. The good news is you can absolutely fix this. Make sure you take the free fertility quiz now to find out what is holding you back and what are the action steps you can take. Visit the link in the description box now and take the free fertility quiz right now.
So how do you actually know if you are ovulating? Now, your body gives off several key signs here. Research shows that tracking multiple different indicators together is more effective than just relying on just one method. So let's go through them. Number 1, cervical mucus changes. Now, one of the most noticeable signs is changes in your cervical mucus. So right before ovulation, your cervical mucus will gradually become clear and stretchy and often slippery. So similar to like a raw egg whites. And this type of mucus helps the sperm swim through the cervix and into the uterus, making conception possible. And recent study confirmed that the mucus changes are highly reliable as methods. In fact, one study showed that cervical mucus pattern correlate closely with how our hormonal shift, and it can even outperform the basal body temperature tracking in predicting your fertile window period. Interestingly, another large-scale study using AI also found that the mucus elasticity and lubrication consistently peak during ovulation. So once again, tracking your cervical mucus is probably one of the most important methods. Moving forward, let's talk about ovulation pain. Now, some women feel a mild kind of pain or twinge on one side of the abdomen, also known as metaschismax. While not everyone gets this, it links to the ovary releasing an egg. So research suggests that the cramps on one side are more intense in cycles with ovulatory disturbances, but are usually quite mild, and it can also signal normal ovulation.
Trying to get pregnant and want to nourish your body the right way? Our free 7-day fertility meal plan is designed to support egg health, balance hormones, and reduce inflammations using real food you will actually enjoy. Now, inside the meal plan, you will get 7 days of dietitian-approved meals, easy and delicious recipe, and done for you grocery list. It's completely free and it's a perfect first step if you are ready to take charge of your fertility journey. So grab your copy now and tap the link in the description box.
Welcome back. Now let's chat about what happened after ovulation by tracking your basal body temperature. You see, progesterone hormone raises your resting body temperature by about relatively small degrees, usually about 0.3 to 0.5 degrees Celsius. So if you're tracking your basal body temperature, that means the first thing that you measure each morning before you even get out of bed, can show a clear shift, although it's quite small, the difference with the temperature. It can also help to confirm ovulation has happened. Like I say, the downside though, it only confirms ovulation after it happened, not before, right? So if you are trying to conceive, it's always best to get those action, time the intercourse before ovulation, not after ovulation. And the new wearable devices like smart rings and wristband can also be helpful at making tracking basal body temperature a lot easier as well, and can be accurate based on the latest study. Now, moving on, let's chat about ovulation predictor kits, also commonly known as OPK. So this kit detects the surge in the luteinizing hormone, also known as LH hormone, that triggers ovulation happen. And usually it's about 24 to 36 hours beforehand. And they're easy to use and widely available. You pretty much can get from any of the pharmacy. And according to a 2023 Cochrane review, so one of the highest ranking study, using LH hormone-based ovulation test kit can significantly improve pregnancy rates, especially for couples who are actively trying to get pregnant. However, they can occasionally give false results, especially in women with PCOS, so polycystic ovarian syndrome, or if you have an irregular cycle or hormone imbalances issue, it can also be hard to track. Now, lastly, cycle regularity. So having a regular cycle can make predictions so much easier, but again, it's not the best method either. Like I said before, ovulation can shift with stress, or maybe you are feeling sick that particular month, or any lifestyle dietary changes, right, can all affect ovulation. So it's not going to be the same day in each cycle. And that's why experts recommended that not just relying on calendar tracking methods or using like calendar period tracking apps alone, because it often assumes that you have the kind of same cycle each month, as well as predicting roughly the same day. So it may not be always accurate, but in fact, it will be much more accurate if you can combine other tracking methods, for example, using cervical mucus or your basal body temperature, as well as the luteinizing hormone OPK testing kit as well, are far more accurate when you combine these methods together. So the key takeaway message for you today is, if you're trying to conceive, first thing first, you got to understand how is your period cycle, when is your fertile window period and try to pinpoint when exactly you are going to ovulate by observing some of the key signs that I just shared with you. And just because you get a positive OPK test doesn't always guarantee an egg was released. And of course, if you have been following this method and more than 6 months, it will be good once again. Talk to your doctors, make sure that you get properly medical checkout or any blood check as well to detect any underlying issue. Just because you get a positive OPK doesn't always guarantee an egg was released. And that's why combining tests, or if you're someone who have been actively trying for more than 6 months, it will be great to check with your doctors to carry out maybe a further investigation or blood and medical check to make sure that there's no underlying issue that can possibly affect your period cycle and ovulation. Now, if you find today's video helpful, please give us a like, subscribe to our channel, and drop any questions you have down the comment box below. And don't forget, before you go, please do our free fertility quiz as well as grab your free 7-day fertility meal plan. The links are waiting for you in the description box below. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next episode. Bye for now.